Hi, with the team behind Skyrace, welcome to our making of.
Skyrace takes place in the 70s. It's a story about speed and bad weather.
Our love for the kitsch style, inherent at that time, pushed us to put it in the spotlight. The story holds dear to its heart the nostalgic aspect of sports films of that time, like Rocky or Le Mans.
I modeled and textured two planes in high resolution for the race. We decided to pick two different shapes for the plane in order to make it easier for the spectator to recognize them. The P-51 is used by an old pilot, so I added extra deformation on the fuselage compared to the other one. I decided to do deformation directly on the model and not during the texturing phase, because of old close-up shots. After that, I made assets for the environment and textured two other planes in low resolution.
The artistic direction conveys the film's message through artistic choices, like costumes, sets, lighting. It provides the story and the world around it a visual identity to create a unique short film. Our approach consists of borrowing codes from iconic auto racing films and to transpose them in a fictive air race.
I carefully managed the layouts to get realistic camera movements, interesting composition using height field blocking, and created believable plane animations using Maya's motion path. Then I worked on set dressing the environments. For that, I scattered all kinds of assets to populate the scenes and sculpted specific ones on ZBrush. I also worked with VDBs, matte paintings, and custom-made tools to optimize my workflow. Rendering-wise, I made sure that the compositor working on my CG would have everything he needed by exporting the adequate passes. I also overpainted my early renders to guide them.
We had a lot of shots in the cockpit. Therefore, we had to move the plane into a huge hangar, which allowed us to shoot as if we were in an indoor studio. I started working with Viray Houdini, which was very nice in regard to procedural scattering or shading using the attributes. However, rendering times seemed overly long compared to other softwares of Viray or Houdini engines. This prompted me to try using other engines or softwares.
We knew that filming a static plane on the ground would be tricky. The slightest rotation of a plane induces a drastic change in lighting. So we decided to move the lights instead. We carefully planned every light condition for each shot before filming and stuck to it in post-production. As the artistic director, what required on my focus was the mood of each sequence. I first established a light board to follow the narrative needs and developed the look of the sky with a custom CG HDRIs made in Terragen. We were looking for a dangerous setting in which the tension could evolve, so we chose the Dolomite Mountains for its very unique look. I worked on large-scale environments using a combination of matte paintings and CG, which was enhanced with reprojection.
As the sky plays a huge role in our film, we decided to build a fully volumetric sky for the close-up shots. I built a cloud system for this. Another important feature is the rain. We see the droplets close to the camera as they slide on the canopy bubble. I explored multiple ways to build an efficient setup to make this realistic. To add extra life into the shots, I added movement into the environments with leaves, dust and wind.
We quickly decided to rely only on 2D tracking, the camera having little to no movement. Because we shook the plane, we needed to simultaneously track the background and the plane's canopy. We used photogrammetry to get the plane's orientation in post for our clouds and our CG double. We shot with the canopy closed to keep the reflection of the actor and to avoid animating our CG double. For the full CGI shots, I closely worked with the environment artists to enhance their shots using various stock shots and following the artistic direction. We gave close attention to the water drops hitting the camera, as we thought they were an essential component to the mood of the film.
We replaced the background in Nuke using a mix of stock shots, custom HDRs and, if needed, rendered clouds. We added dripping rain, scratches and a lot of other details to make sure people thought the plane was piercing the sky. For the storm, I separated the lights using light groups to have more control on the animation of the lightnings. I also used different techniques to match our live lights with the 3D lights in compositing and created personalized tools to facilitate and speed up my tasks.